Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Elena, and today's video I wanted to do a mini plant tour for you guys, kind of updating you on all of the winter growth that's been going on all winter long. Though my plants don't seem to realize it is winter, we are in February. And I don't intend to tell them, so there is quite a few plants that's still growing like crazy the whole winter long, and I kind of want to go around and show you all of those plants. I will be only showing you plants that grow in my regular household environment with no extra humidity. One more thing I wanted to mention before we start: if you guys don't follow me on social media or community posts, you might be very confused with my upload schedule lately, and I just want to let you know I did move my upload dates from Mondays to Thursdays. I've decided that uploading on Mondays is so 2021 and trying something new this year and see what happens. That's one important update is out of the way, so let's get started. We are in my bathroom right now, and this is the first plant that never stops growing for me. It's a heartleaf philodendron. It's just a green plain philodendron, and I absolutely love this guy. It's keep on growing. There's more new growth right there. So that one grows for me basically all year round. We are currently on a third trellis at this point. At some point we'll be hitting the ceiling there. That would be pretty awesome. On my bathtub right here I have a lot of Calithias that I managed to grow somehow. One of them here is Rattlesnake Calithia. This one is growing all winter long. It grew me 3 new leaves right here, which is amazing because I would love to replace all those old leaves at some point. Here is another Kalithia that I have, which is pretty large plant actually, and it's been growing all winter long also. This is a new leaf, this is a new leaf, and at the bottom right here this is a new leaf also. And it seemed not to be phased by dry heat and all that. I don't know, just keep growing. And here is my white fusion Calithia. This one grew me a lot of new leaves also, which is pretty amazing. I mean, this one is such a drama queen, but it's growing, it's looking pretty good. There's some more new leaves right there. This is a new leaf. I mean, they've been growing all winter long, which is pretty amazing. Here is another plant I have. This is Stramanthe Triostar. Not the best example, but anyone who grew Stramanthe, Calithias, all those type of plants, you would know they are not easy to grow. So, but it is growing. It's like gave me this 2 new leaves. I believe this one is a new leaf also. So, and I think this one right here too. So, I mean, it's growing. Hopefully at some point it will look much nicer than it is right now. Next plant right here is Marantha in the red form. You guys remember this plant as it was very damaged when I bought it, but it grew me quite a few new leaves. I mean, this is a new leaf that just unfurled. There is more right here. This is a new leaf, and there is more new growth right here. Here is another one. It's been growing actively all winter long. Slowly I'm cutting off those old damaged leaves. At some point it will look pristine. And here's the humidity level in my bathroom. I mean, you guys, we are in my bathroom. It should be pretty humid here. It is not. It's 28%. That is absolutely insane. It's very, very dry in my home, just like all of you guys, unless you live in somewhere warm, but they seem to be doing just fine here. And right next to it is Syngonium. I mean, Syngoniums are pretty easy, it just keeps on growing all year round also. And here's a little spoiler for you guys. I did acquired Calithia network. People might know this as Mosaica, and this one is actively growing also. There is a new leaf right here unfurling. There is another one right over here, and here is another one unfurling right here. So that one is doing pretty good. And now we are moving on to my bedroom. My Whalefin Dracena or people know it as Sansevieria, grew me this whole new leaf. It's sizing up pretty well, and it's pretty far from the window actually, and this is a north window, you guys, so I don't really have too much light here. Here is another whale fin, and this one is enormous. It grew me this new leaf, and it's working on another one right here, which is pretty amazing. And this plant is giant. It never comes out on camera as big as it is, but it's really big. It's at least 2 feet tall. It's pretty awesome. I love this plant. And right here we have a ZZ plant. They do grow in winter, and there is a lot of new growth. This is new growth. Anything that lime with green color, it's all new growth. They are stretching a little bit more than used to because I moved them here with north window. They are not getting enough light to stay compact, but that's the only place I have for this plant. Now we're moving on to my window right here. So right here we have a Hoya Bulgore. It had a slow start for me. It took a while for it to start growing, but it is growing. It's been growing all winter very, very slowly, but it gave me these 2 leaves and this one right here. And here is another one. There it is. We got it. Tiny, tiny baby leaf. Another one I have right here is my Carnosa Crimson Queen. I have 2 of these guys. This one been growing pretty actively all winter long also, and you could tell how much new growth is there. I mean, this is crazy, but it just keeps on going. And there is some new leaves right here, which is very, very cute. And then I have my little jades that still keep on growing also. Doing pretty good. There's a lot of new growth there. Here is another one that's have a lot of new growth, which is amazing. I mean, it is a variegated one, and it is on my north window, and it's still growing. I want to show you guys my Hoya Rebecca. It is absolutely amazing. Let me back up for a minute. This plant I bought a while ago, and it was a tiny, tiny little cutting, and it grew pretty fast, you guys. It looped around this thing so fast. And let me show you here. I'm gonna put it against here. Gotta show you something so exciting. Ta-da! We got a peduncle, you guys. I'm so excited. This is the first bloom for me on Rebecca. I'm definitely going to make a video on it when blooms open up. And now we are in my hallway, and next plant I should not call it a plant. This is a tree, but this is my Ficus Alley. I did move it from the table down there because it was getting too cold from the front door, keep opening and closing. So there's a lot of new leaves right here, you guys. It is growing, and I'm very, very excited because I did wanted to have this ficus. There's a new growth right here, and this whole branch is completely new. Super excited. Black ZZ Raven right here is growing for me. It grew me the whole new stalk or whatever that is, or branch. Because I only had this one before, that's all I've had, and it grew this whole new one, so that's pretty exciting. Also, I've had this plant for a very long time, since it's actually was very, very hard to get, and it finally grew me something. Now we are in my living room, and I don't know why I never show you guys this plant. I believe this is Marble Queen. And this one, obviously, I mean, it's pothos, so it is growing all the time. And I don't know, every time I'm showing you my plants, I always skip on this one. Maybe because it's always here by itself. But I do have a grow light in this lamp right here. That's why it's maintaining its variegation pretty well, because it is pretty far from my window, which is, well, hi, Jack. Hi, buddy. Which is right over there. I mean, it is pretty far. It's not getting too much light. Excuse the mess. My dogs, they play with their toys all the time. And here he is now. Hi, Jackie boy. Hi, buddy. Hi, handsome. Totally got sidetracked here. Here is the Tenante that I have. It is huge. It's been growing all winter long. It's insane. This is all new leaves, you guys. They're all unfurling. This plant is humongous. So They're all growing. They're all doing pretty well. And now we are moving on to my north window that you guys hear about all the time. Another spoiler alert for you guys, but I did get myself giant pot of Chelsea. I'm so excited, and it's been growing. There's a ton of new growth. It doesn't stop, keeps on going. The next plant I have right here is my Lacunosa snowcaps. It just keeps on growing. It never stops, you guys. All year round, there is so much new growth. There is a ton of new leaves. It took a little break from blooming and it's starting again. Here's a little peduncle that's starting up. Oh, there's two of them. You guys see? There's two of them. So this is just the beginning. We know it's only gonna get more and more peduncles on it. Carnosa Crimson Princess. It's absolutely insane. Soon it's gonna take over this lamp completely. Look at those trails. They just keep on going non-stop. And this one is really taking over. Like, where are you going? This is insane. There's some new growth right there. It just keeps on going. Another one I have right here is Carnosa Compacta. This one keeps on growing also. I mean, it's extremely long, you guys. There's new leaves happening all the time. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's a new leaf right there. Next one right here is my Hoya Cortisia. I mean, it keeps on going too. That one never stopped growing for me too, all winter long. It's just been growing. There's a lot of new growth throughout the whole plant. Maybe it will bloom for me at some point. It is pretty big. Now we're moving on to my Hoya pubicalis that I just keep looping and looping around. I mean, it's just constantly going, you guys. There's so many vines right now and keeps on going, never stopped growing either. My Hoya Sarawak right here. This guy is so amazing. I'm absolutely in love with this Hoya. This one been growing some new leaves also, and there's a lot of new growth right there. If you guys can see, it's quite a bit. There's one spot, this spot right here. Next one I have right here is Hoya Marginata. Look at this beautiful new leaf. It's so pretty and it's red. So this one been growing. It's a slow grower, but it's been growing all winter long also, and it's have this long vine. And now you guys, you gotta see this beauty. I'm obsessed with my Crimson Queen. One of my favorite Hoyas that I own that grew a lot also. There's a vine right over here. If you guys can see, there's another one right here. Grew a lot of new leaves this winter for me. Oh, and let me show you my humidity level at my house. It's bad. It's literally 24%. 29 is the most we get and 21 is the lowest. I mean, this is not good. Here is my other pubicalis right here, you guys. I'm gonna have to retrellis this thing pretty soon. I mean, this is insane. Where are you growing? It's like wrapping around my curtains at this point, so. But it's insane. I keep just looping it and looping it around. It looks like a hot mess. So at some point we'll be retrellising this guy. Still no peduncles on this one. The other one does have a peduncle. This one, still no peduncle. Still don't know what kind of pubicalis that is. And here I have my Dischidia watermelon. You guys have seen it recently. It just keeps on growing. It just took off and it keeps on growing all winter long. You guys have seen me posting some blooms, and now we are going to be having more blooms right here. They're budding up. There's two spots actually we're gonna bloom. And then we have my Hoyasurigawansis. This one been growing non-stop too. Gave me this leaf and this baby leaf right here, which have a little bit of color from the light. Next plant I have right here is my Hoya Velosa Cayo Deng. I absolutely love this plant. It's have the most gorgeous leaves. Very glossy, but they're very soft in the back. And this one growing like crazy for me. There's more leaves right here. And here's more leaves. And here's more leaves. And it's growing me more right here. Right here. And the vine continues. It grew quite a bit this winter, you guys. Next plant I want to show you guys. This is my Hoya linearis. It is extremely long. Like, we just keep on going. This is crazy. It's almost to the floor, you guys. It's kind of late in the season for it to bloom, but it's given me a peduncle. We'll see if it's gonna stay. I think I was messing with this plant way too much last year, and I was chopping it up and constantly propagating. It did not bloom for me like it usually blooms in December. So I guess it's decided to bloom now. Next plant I have right here is my Begonia Rex. It just sits on my kitchen island right here, getting just light from north window, and it's grown quite a bit, you guys. All the silver looking leaves, these are all new leaves. This one been growing all winter long, and I'm kind of new to begonias, and this one doing pretty well. Million Hearts right here, also on my north window. It's grown quite a bit. It is a very slow growing plant. I grew it from tiny little cutting, but it's been growing this winter. And then you guys saw my lipstick plant right here. It's almost done blooming. It had so many blooms. I have posted on social media before. It had so many blooms this year. And there's still new buds out there, but looks like blooms are kind of done. My Cebu Blue that you guys seen in my plant hole, it's been growing quite a bit. I mean, it's definitely grew probably this much in winter, so that's pretty awesome. And here is my Begonia Boomer. This one been growing all winter long in regular household humidity, and it's been growing me some new leaves. It's doing pretty well. And here is my Shamrock Plant right here. It's so beautiful, you guys. Usually they do go dormant for winter, not for me, because I do keep it under a grow light right over here, right in the center. So it actually grows all year round for me and blooms and all that stuff. If you don't want your shamrock plant to go dormant, definitely keep it under a grow light. I believe this is the last plant that I have to show you guys that's been growing all winter long. This is my Marantha Lemon Lime. And it just never stopped. It just keeps on growing. It's getting so big, you guys. I absolutely love this plant. It's definitely an overachiever. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this winter growth update mini tour of mine. If you did, make sure to give my video a like, share with your plant friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next Thursday, 11 a.m. See you guys later. Bye!